Hello! Today we're taking a look at the Foundations Boros starter deck. We're going to take a look at what the deck is giving us to play with and how we can go about upgrading it. So let's go take a look at the deck, see what it has on offer, and see what we can do to make it a little bit more competitive. Okay, so this is the deck that the game gives us to start with. It is a pretty straightforward Boros go wide kind of deck. So let's take a look at what the deck does. So turn 1 is playing things like Lane and Vanguard, Savannah Lions, Burst Lightning, and Fanatical Firebrand. Then in turn 2, we're looking at things like Dawnwing Marshal, Resolute Reinforcements, Valorous Stance, Axguard Cavalry, and Dragon Fodder. Then we're going into things like Crusader of Audric, Make a Stand, Prideful Parent, Dauntless Veteran. Then we go into Feldar Savior, Release the Dogs, Kranko's Mob Boss, Heroic Reinforcements, Claws Out, Sarah Angel, and Sir Alan make out the top end of the deck. So basically what this deck's big theme here is going wide and hitting hard. You got creatures that make additional creatures, you got creatures that give creatures haste, you've got creatures that get bigger based off of how many creatures you already have, you've got creatures that give other creatures bigger stats, spells that just make more creatures. It's a very go wide strategy. So it's not a bad strategy. It's definitely worked in the past. Unfortunately, if we want to make a deck like this work, we really need to cut out a lot of the top end. A deck like this only thrives in an aggro shell. You have to hit them hard and fast, like as fast as you possibly can. So we're gonna need to cut out like a lot of these like 4s and 5s and really pile on the 1s and 2s. So let's take a look at how we can upgrade this deck. Okay, so here is my upgraded version of the deck. Already you can see that the deck is mostly in 1s, 2s, and 3s. There's only one thing in the entire deck that costs 4 mana, and is Enduring Courage. Really solid card for this kind of deck. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Recruitment Officer and Fanatical Firebrand on 1. We're going to play Invasion of Gobakon, Resolute Reinforcements, Valiant Veteran, Baird, Boros Charm, Lightning Helix on 2. 3 is going to be Autumn Call and War Leader's Call. And then we have Enduring Courage to top out the deck. So we are keeping with the go wide strategy with a couple really solid 1-drops, some really good 2-drops, and cards like Baird and Autumn Call to generate extra tokens for us. Also, we've put in a sub-theme of Soldier Typal with the deck because most of the creatures in the deck are soldiers, with the exception of the Fanatical Firebrand. So, Recruitment Officer is a soldier, Resolute Reinforcements is a soldier, Valiant Veteran is a soldier, Baird is a soldier, and Autumn Call is a soldier. So, most of the creatures in your deck are going to be getting bonuses. And other ways to pump the deck is War Leader's Call and the Light Shield Array that comes from Invasion of Gobakon. So you've got a lot of good ways to make your creatures better, and you can also use Boros Charm to make creatures indestructible, give a creature double strike, or deal 4 damage. And you also have Lightning Helix, which works as great removal or as a direct damage spell against your opponent. So that's pretty much the gist of the deck. So let's take it out there, play a few games, and see how it works. Okay, so opponent goes first. We have 2 plains and a mountain, a Resolute Reinforcements, Baird, Boros Charm, and a Lightning Helix. It's not the best hand, but we'll see what we can make do with it. Okay, the opponent opens with a Diamond Pickaxe. I will open with the plains and pass the turn. They play a Wooded Ridgeline, enters tapped, and they play a second Diamond Pickaxe. Okay, whatever works. And I will end the turn. I'm going to wait to see if they play a creature. If they do, Lightning Helix it. If they don't, Resolute Reinforcements. Alright, Reinforcements come in. Okay, my turn. I'll play Mountain into Autumn Call. Then attack. Autumn Call gets a +1 counter. Creates a Golem. My opponent's at 17 now. They play Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Okay, they're definitely trying to generate a critical mass of mana right now. Can't really complain about that. Let's go Enduring Courage. Okay, Enduring Courage gives the golems additional power. Pretty good. Puts them down to 5. Do they have a way to wipe the board? No, but they have a way to eliminate Autumn Bakal. That's a good at least, but I don't think that's going to save them. So, attack. Yeah, the game's over. Aggro versus ramp, aggro wins 9 times out of 10. It's just the way that it is. Okay, we get to go first. We have a Plains and 2 Mountains, Resolute Reinforcements, Valiant Veteran, Lightning Helix, and Autumn Bakal. That's a pretty good hand. I'm going to keep it. Alright, opponent kept their hand as well. Play a Plains first. They also play Plains into a Hinterland Sanctifier. Okay, I will play nothing. I will wait. And they play Plains into a cat. No, they play Dollmaker's Shop. Whenever one or more non-toy creatures you control attack a player, create a 1/1 white toy artifact creature token. Okay, so we definitely want to blow up the Hinterland Sanctifier then. Okay, third turn. Let's play Autumn Bakal. Okay, they play Plains into Enduring Innocence. Alright. So let's play Mountain. We are going to play a Fanatical Firebrand. We will sacrifice it to deal 1 damage to him. It'll die. Solve. Okay. Then I'll play a Valiant Veteran to give +1 to Autumn Bakal, and then attack. Autumn Bakal gets an additional +1 and creates a Golem. We play a Plains. Into Heir Apparent. Great, it's one of these decks. I hate Heir Apparent decks. They just go bananas with the spawn tokens. Alright, let's see here. Let's play Invasion of Gobakon. Jesus. Yeah. Gobble up another one of those Heir Apparents. Then next, we all attack right there. Yes, even the new guy. Because we need to survive a Day of Judgment. Okay, perfect. That helps out because that gives our entire team +1 counters. Day of Judgment. Alright, we sacrifice to give Indestructible to our team. Resolve. Heir Apparent goes away. Perfect. And end of turn, we Resolute Reinforcements. Make more dudes. My turn, we play War Leader's Call. Make more dudes. Attack for a lot. And just win the game. Jesus! Do not sleep on Invasion of Gobakon. That card is so good. Okay, the opponent goes first. We have a Plains and a Mountain. Resolute Reinforcements, Boros Charm, 2 Lightning Helix, and Autumn Bakal. Let's see what happens. Okay, opponent opens with a Razor Trap Gorge. Okay, I will play Plains and pass the turn. Okay, they play a Swamp. They play Fireglass Mentor. Okay. I will go Mountain. So we can do Lightning Helix or Resolute Reinforcements. I think we'll wait. And we'll play Resolute Reinforcements as a blocker. Okay, yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay, Reinforcements come in. Makes an additional 1/1. And block with the token. Very good. Okay, they play a second Mountain into Alesha. Ooh, okay, they're going to get their dude back. Very nice. That's synergy right there. Okay, let's go ahead and Lightning Helix on the Alesha. It's about all we can do this turn. No attacks. Okay, they play a mountain. Waiting to see what they do. They play a Laughing Jasper Flint. Okay. And do they burn my creature? They do. Yeah. Burst lightning on the creature. Alright, Fireglass Mentor hits me for 2. They get to look at 2 cards until the end of their turn. And play Mountain. Okay. That's gotta go right now. I can't let them get that card advantage, unfortunately. Okay. Play Temple of Malice. They scry for 1. Keep the card right there. And they hit me for 2. Then they get to look at those cards. And they're going to play a Charming Scoundrel. Pretty good. Pretty good. Draw and discard? No, they make a treasure token. Charforger. Interesting. What's this do exactly? When Charforger enters, create a 1/1 red Phyrexian Goblin creature token. Whenever another creature or artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put an oil counter on Charforger. Remove 3 oil counters from Charforger. Exile the top card of the library. You may play that card this turn. Okay. So this deck really relies on... what's the word? Impulse draw. Impulse draw is what this deck relies on. Okay, let's play a Recruitment Officer. And I think we're going to wait on playing Olympic Hall. Going to wait and see what they do with their turn. Pass. Okay, they come with everything. Alright, so I will play Resolute Reinforcements. Okay, we'll block 1 against the Fireglass Mentor. 1 against the Goblin. And we'll keep our 2/1. Okay, they made some oil counters for their Charforger. Immerstrum Predator. Interesting. Sacrifice another creature. This creature gets indestructible. Not good at all. So, in that case, we go Lightning Helix. Okay, go ahead and sacrifice the creature. Good. And then we go Lightning Helix. We're going to nuke your entire board to make that Immerstrum Predator not as good. Okay. And it taps. Okay. And we'll attack for 2. Play Gev. Scaled Scorch. Great card. Love that card. Yep. And gobble up another creature. +1 counter. Hit me for 5. Disgusting. Alright, my turn. We'll play On a Bacall. Next. Attack for 2. +1 counter and another attacker. He'll probably block the 1/1. Yeah. Better than losing his creature, right? Okay. We'll play another Recruitment Officer. Another card from my graveyard. +1 counter. Goes to a 6/6. So big. I cannot deal with that Immerstrum Predator. It's so good. Okay. Play Fanatical Firebrand. And then we will attack with the team. Okay. What are you going to block? Okay, he's going to block there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can get it up to 12. It's not quite enough. So let's go ahead and give our creature double strike until end of turn. That way they at least trade. Okay, he's gonna eliminate his creature. That's fine. Okay, put him to 7. Alright, so they have this turn to kill us. If they have damage from hand, they can do it. Otherwise... Oh, Rakdos. Does it have haste? It does not. Okay, cool. Are they going to not attack this turn? Whenever you sacrifice another creature, exile cards equal to its mana value from the top of that player's library. Until next turn, end step, you may play those cards and mana of any type. Blah, 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 blah. Sacrifice another creature. Rakdos gains indestructible until end of turn. Okay. Yeah, so they're just going to eat a card, hit for 7. Alright, my turn. Do we win or do we lose? Looks like we win! Cool. I will take it. Excellent. Okay, and we are back with our post-game wrap-up. And my thoughts on this deck are... The deck is kind of mid. I mean, it's not the best thing that I've had the pleasure to work on. I mean, it's got all of the bits and pieces that would make a good Boros deck. It's got the reach with like things like Lightning Helix and Boros Charm dealing 4 damage to a player. It's got protection in the form of Invasion of Gobekon and also Boros Charm, giving your creatures double strike or indestructible. It's got a pretty good curve with 8 creatures in the 1-drop slot. Then you have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 creatures in the 2-drop, and then 3 more in the 3-drop, 2 more in the 4-drops. Like, it's got a decent mix of creatures, spells, and options. So it's not like the deck is terrible, but I think that a deck like this has kind of been outpaced by other better decks in the format. I mean, long gone are the days of playing Olympic Hall along with Adelaide. I mean, that was probably the peak of this style of deck. If you were looking for an aggressive build, right now, I would probably actually direct you to my Rakdos deck that I did a couple days ago. That deck feels a lot more fleshed out than this one, with a lot more punch to it as well. But if you are hellbent on playing a Boros deck, I would say that you can definitely do worse. I mean, it is a serviceable deck, but I would probably recommend that you spend a little bit of wildcard currency and upgrading the mana base just a little bit, because the mana base did end up tripping us up quite a few times in the games that we played today. So that is it. Those are my thoughts on the deck. I will leave a link to the deck list in the description box down below, and if you'd like to, copy it, play it, iterate on it further yourself, and let me know how the deck did out for you. I'm interested to see if you had better luck with it than I did. And until next time, take care of yourselves.